This is CGTN, China Global Television Network.
Following weeks of protests, Tunisia's Justice Department agreed to cover the cost of COVID-19 treatment for judges. The judges' strike, which began on November the 16th, has left Tunisian courts paralyzed. Anan Shuwashi tells us more.
During an unprecedented general strike, over 3,000 judges took to the streets. Protesters in the capital, Tunis, and across the North African nation demanded better working conditions, salary hikes, and reform of the justice system.
We respect the state and its institutions, but the state must respect the judicial power. We rule in the name of the Tunisian people, not in the name of politicians, businessmen, or financial lobbies. We are defending our rights, but also the rights of the people. With better means and working conditions, we can better serve the population.
The Minister of Justice called on judges to take into consideration the country's financial situation and the current economic crisis, which is the result of several years of instability and the COVID-19 pandemic.
Tunisian judges don't want to get rich. We are the ones fighting corruption and risking our lives during the pandemic. The graft door was shut by magistrates. We want to safeguard the judicial system and protect it from the network of corruption. The courts need more means to fight corruption as well as terrorism.
Following 1 month of protests, an agreement was finally reached with the government. According to the government, it guarantees health protection and adjusts the financial situation of magistrates to international standards.
The agreement also provides for the establishment of a protocol taking into account the specificities of judicial work, besides fundamental reforms to be carried out in the sector. Tools will be put in place to strengthen the autonomy of this power, including upholding the principle of financial security for judges.
According to the Ministry of Justice and the Syndicate of Judges, the courts were supposed to resume work this week. However, new strikes were announced by unions representing court clerks, judicial police agents, as well as magistrates at the Court of Accounts. These strikes are expected to block the Tunisian judicial system in January. A sudden surge in the number of COVID-19 infections among Tunisian judges pushed the syndicates to go on strike since November. Analysts assert that the new agreement with the government was necessary. However, it could encourage more unions to paralyze the country's public administration and the economy with new strikes and sit-ins. Adnan Shawishi, CGTN, Tunis.